Hi guys, welcome to our channel Love Art, where travel is an art. Today, let's talk about how to travel as a woman alone in India. Life shrinks or expands in proportion with one's courage. Solo travel gives us freedom, self-dependency, lots of experiences and freedom. Solo travel gives us freedom, experiences, self-dependency and bliss. India is a magnificent country of colors, festivities, culture, diversity and traditions. The destinations and the places you visit gives you something that stays in with you. However, there are a lot of challenges that is faced by a solo female traveler. Let's look at those challenges. First of all, safety. Now, it's very important that you learn to say no to strangers or any help that you get that you're not sure of. Always keep safety essentials with you because you know how the times are. So keep a pepper spray bottle with you, keep a small pocket knife with you so that you can handle things when they go bad, and always be bold because gone are the times when you could rely on people, you can trust them blindly. Gone are those days. So always trust yourself and be on alert. The next challenge is, having a happy nightlife. Research the place where you are leading to so that you can have fun and a good nightlife, because these days the times have taught us, the news are just giving us clues how to be safe and still enjoy life, right? So always do a little research on the crowd, on the type of crowd where you are heading to for a good nightlife. Always keep your calm because people judge too quickly. So do not be of thick skin. Do not let it affect you. Time constraints will always be there for a woman. Most of us have faced a lot of difficulties if we have tried to do something after 7 p.m. There'll be a lot of eve teasing or people following us. So yeah, for as a woman we do have time constraints. As women we do have time constraints. So start early. Appropriate clothing, it's very important in India. You need to dress properly because you don't want any kind of eve teasing. And there are places where you can wear what you want to, but again, it's very preferable here to wear Indian attire. But if you're brave enough, simply let go of stares and punch whoever comes near you. As I mentioned, always be on alert. Avoid giving more information about your stay, about your family, about anything about your contact to any outsider, because you never know how people can blackmail you, how they can reach you. So to avoid anything of that sort, just don't give too much of information. To the cab drivers also, do not give too much information. Have certain hacks that would help you travel bravely as a woman. Let's look at. First is budgeting. Now you know where you are traveling to. It's a very good practice to sit down and budget about how you want to spend. You can also go ahead and book earlier for maybe your tickets, maybe visiting a place. If it can be booked online beforehand, you can do so, because sometimes planning then and there takes up a lot of time and sometimes you may get confused. So all this research work about budgeting can be done earlier, and it should be done earlier. Always keep your mobile, your charger, your power banks, your earplugs and all other gadget essentials with you. You can also keep an electronic bag that would help you safely place them. Never rely on one source. Talk to many people about a place that you want to visit. You will get a lot of perspective and that would help you in better preparation. Stock up on refreshment. Sometimes you may not get time to buy a meal, or probably sometimes you can have monetary issues. So it's always good to stock up on refreshment so that you have the energy to travel around, to explore better, and yet do not have to think about meal. Always trust your gut. If you feel something is going wrong, then it is. So always believe in yourself and keep a check on your surroundings. Try staying local. Do not go for a posh hotel. Now, this is good for a variety of reasons. It is going to help you in the long run. You're going to mix with a lot of localites, get their perspective, know what is best in their area. You can also, have a good networking. You would also spend less and experience better. So yeah, if you can, do not spend a lot on the accommodation. Remember landmarks, because even if it is a new place, start exploring. Like wherever you're staying, you can just go around and explore you can just check out what is nearby. And suppose you get lost somewhere, so you can just remember the landmark and the name of the place, and you can reach the place of your stay easily. Try to plan day travel. As I already mentioned, we have time constraints as women. We need to start early. So make most of the day and plan your travel accordingly. Not freak out. These instances happen many times, like bad instances. So do not freak out. Do not lose faith do not lose faith on yourself, and do not let go of the love of traveling. Just shove it off, be brave, be bold, and keep on exploring. So I have listed down few destinations that are very good if you want to travel solo. The first one is Sikkim. Sikkim offers you great picturesque. There are so many places that you can visit here. There is Nathula, there is Guru Dongmar Lake, there is Baba Harbhajan Temple, Ganesh Talk, Hanuman Talk. It's a beautiful place, and you will find many women, you will find many solo female travelers over there. So it's obviously a great destination that you can be in. So yeah, you can start your journey. The next best destination for a solo female traveler is Varkala, which is in Kerala. Varkala has a lot of beaches, but again, the crowd is quite less compared to that of Goa. It offers you the same facilities, it offers you the same nightlife, the same shacks, the same adventures, but the number of people will be less. There won't be a lot of interference. There won't be too many people coming in and approaching you, because Kerala is a place which has always looked out for women. So so Varkala is a beautiful place that you can enjoy. You can get your spas, you can have that solo walk in the beach. So Varkala is a great destination if you're a beach lover and you love your spa treatments, and also get to taste the authentic Kerala food in Varkala. Is Mumbai, as it is the next important destination is Mumbai. Juhu Chowpatty is the most favorite place of our tourists. So yeah, you can go and experience the food, you can experience the culture around. There are so many monuments you can go around and explore. There are places that you can venture out. There are places that rich would like. There are places that the middle class would like. So there are so many things to appreciate in Mumbai. You can always appreciate the food. You'll also get to meet a lot of foreign tourists here, because this is a place that connects India with the outside world because of international airport over there. So yeah, you can explore Mumbai being free because you will find a lot of female travelers over there. The next destination is Khajuraho. It is recognized by UNESCO as the World Heritage Site. It will give you a lot of experiences, a lot of sites to experience. There are beautiful temples around that you can always. There are beautiful temples and monuments which will give you great experiences. There are beautiful temples and monuments in Khajuraho that will give you a lot of experiences and you'll get to know the history relating to those temples. The next best destination I would say is Varanasi. The loud, colorful and magic-like environment of Varanasi will give you the experience that you would never forget. You can always take a boat ride in the calm Ganga. You can experience the holiness around. You also get to see a lot of devotees coming here, and it is one of the safest places to travel to. Next up is Pondicherry. Pondicherry is also called the Little Paris of India. You can get a lot of international vibes, vibes like France. When you are in Pondicherry, you also get to experience the holiness and the calmness of the place when you visit the Aurobindo Ashram. So there are a lot, you also get to see a lot of beaches in Pondicherry. So it's a place which is like, which will take out all your worries and keep you away from the hustle bustle of the city. So yeah guys, this is all I have. I have suggested some tips for women travelers. I have mentioned the challenges that they face. Please let us know in the comment box what other ideas you have or what other destinations you think are safe for women and what are the challenges that you have faced when you have traveled alone. Yeah, thank you so much for watching us. Please keep sharing our content, like and subscribe to our channel. This is Sukriti, your host, signing off.